All of us at Major League Baseball are very proud to play a small role in the evolution of the relationship between the United States and Cuba. And most important, I know that we're going to provide a great show for the Cuban people.
I'm Ariel Agami with the MLB.com FastCast. An American entourage of Major League royalty, including Derek Jeter, Joe Torre, Dave Winfield, and Commissioner Rob Manfred, arrived in Cuba to celebrate the improving relations between the two countries. The long-anticipated exhibition game between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Cuban national team will begin shortly before 2 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday at Estadio Latinoamericano in Havana. It will mark the first time that an MLB team will take the field in Cuba since the Orioles did so 17 years ago, defeating the Cuban national team 3-2 in 11 innings on March 28, 1999. President Barack Obama is also visiting Cuba. Not since Calvin Coolidge did so in 1928 has a sitting U.S. president made such a visit. President Obama plans on attending the game.
There's so many differences, I think, between the countries, whether it's location, language, political views, but the one thing that is a common thread is we speak the same language of baseball.
It's been an incredible experience both in December and so far on this trip, and I look forward to tomorrow's game with a great deal of excitement and anticipation, because I think there's no question it's an historic event.
In a duel of Japanese-born hurlers, Kenta Maeda outpitched Hisashi Iwakuma, but the Dodgers fell to the Mariners 6-3. Maeda allowed 2 runs in 5 innings of work, but retired 14 of his last 15 batters faced. Iwakuma gave up 3 runs on 8 hits in 4 1/3. Anibal Sanchez pitched 4 no-hit innings in his spring debut for the Tigers in Monday's 4-3 exhibition loss to the Phillies. Sanchez, who had been sidelined by triceps inflammation, issued a leadoff walk to David Lowe before recording 12 straight outs. Miguel Cabrera's 2-out single in the 3rd drove in the only run off Philly starter Aaron Nola, who pitched 6 innings and gave up 2 hits and 2 walks. Right-hander Juan Nicasio continued his impressive spring by throwing 5 scoreless frames to help lead the split squad Pirates to a 2-0 win over the Twins. Nicasio has yet to allow a run in 15 innings this spring. Jacob deGrom made his 3rd successful spring training start, striking out 5 and 4 scoreless innings of work, but the Marlins pushed across a pair of 8th-inning runs to beat the Mets 2-1. Marlins starter Jared Cozart continued to make his case for a spot in Miami's rotation, allowing 3 hits and 2 walks with 5 Ks over 3 2/3 scoreless innings. Hector Olivera extended his spring hitting streak to 7 games and drove in 3 runs as the Atlanta Braves roughed up opening day starter Francisco Liriano and the split squad Pirates 7-3. Clay Buchholz gave up 1 run and 5 hits over 4 2/3, leading the Red Sox to a 4-3 win over the Cardinals, who are now winless in their last 8 games. Jeff Samardzija allowed 6 runs on 6 hits over 6 innings, and the San Francisco Giants fell to the A's 6-4.
2-1, swung on and driven. Deep left field. Back is Choi. Track, wall. This game is tied. Yadiel Rivera does it again.
Yadiel Rivera hit his 3rd 9th-inning homer of the spring, and Jacob Nottingham followed with a pinch-hit game-winning drive, lifting the split squad Milwaukee Brewers over the Angels 4-3. Nolan Arenado had his 8th straight multi-hit game and raised his spring batting average to .629 as the Rockies rallied to beat the Rangers 9-6. Giovanni Urshela launched his team-leading 5th home run of the spring, capping a 5-run 7th inning that pushed the Indians to a 9-4 Cactus League win over the White Sox. The Blue Jays and manager John Gibbons have reportedly come to terms on a contract restructuring. The Toronto skipper's new contract includes a pay raise and guarantees his salary through 2017. The Texas Rangers have sent several of their top position prospects back to the minor leagues. 3rd baseman Joey Gallo, shortstop Jurickson Profar, and outfielders Nomar Mazara and Lewis Brinson were optioned to AAA Round Rock on Monday. Patrick Corbin struck out 7 and allowed just an unearned run over 5 1/3 innings. And Nick Ahmed delivered a walk-off single in the 9th to give the Diamondbacks a 3-2 win over the split squad Brewers. Joey Votto hit his second spring homer for the Reds, but it was San Diego's Will Myers that stole the show with a home run and 5 RBIs in the Padres' 8-5 win. 4 days after becoming a father for the first time, Washington left-hander Gio Gonzalez allowed 1 run over 4 1/3 innings as the Nationals downed the Astros 5-3. For more on these stories and for complete coverage of Major League Baseball's historic trip to Cuba, stay locked to MLB.com. It's baseball everywhere.